Yeah. Is it recording? Yeah.
Alright, we're traveling from Logan to Boise, and I just proposed a math question to my beautiful wife, Chelsea. And the question, very difficult to calculate, is if you are traveling 80 miles per hour, how long does it take you to go 80 miles?
So 80
Okay,
miles.
what do you think, Chel? Let's...
I can't see you. So what do you reckon?
I'm trying to think of it in K's.
Okay, so you're doing 80 kilometers an hour. How long does it take to do 80 Ks? Talk it out. You have to talk.
So it's 1,000 meters per K.
Mhm.
And it takes what, a minute and something
To do what?
to do a K.
Well, it depends how.
So the first thing you gotta figure out, which you're gonna be able to figure out, is how to do 80 Ks in 1 K.
What? The question is, how long does it take? No, you're doing 80 kilometers, right? How long does it take to do 80 Ks?
I'm trying to think how long in 80 Ks would it take to do a 1 K.
That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, and then you times it by 80.
Okay.
So it would not be like... so usually if you do 80 Ks at 110, it takes like 60, it'll be like an hour worth of driving, an hour and a bit.
If you were doing 100 kilometers an hour, how long would it take to do 100 Ks? Maybe that would be a bit easier to work out. Why are you covering your face?
Yeah, okay, 100, oh no, usually, sorry, 60, it's 80 kilometers, yeah, it's like 80 kilometers, so 100, sorry, I think 100 is like an hour, isn't it?
Sorry?
Isn't 100 like an hour, so it's an hour?
What is?
1 hour.
To do what?
To do 100 Ks.
Okay.
At 100.
Alright, so what about if you're doing 80 Ks to do 80 kilometers?
80 minutes?
80 minutes?
No, that's not right. I mean, 40 minutes?
40 minutes?
No.
Just think about the question.
Did I get it right?
You haven't got it right. You got the 100 bit right.
So it takes 1 hour to do...
If you're going 100 kilometers an hour, it takes an hour to do 100 Ks, yeah.
Okay.
So if you're doing 80 Ks an hour, how long does it take to do 80 Ks? You know the answer's in the question, right?
8?
8 what?
8 hours?
8 hours to do.
8 minutes.
No. Just say the question to yourself.
I know.
Say it out loud.
80?
No, what's the question? Just say the question out loud.
Wait, so if you're doing 80 Ks an hour, and how long did it take you to do 80 Ks?
Yeah.
80 Ks?
That doesn't even make sense. What do you mean 80 Ks? How long in time does it take to do 80 Ks?
80 minutes.
80 minutes?
Yeah.
No.
80 seconds.
80 seconds? Shit, you're fired.
I'll be going like a freaking 1,000 Ks.
You basically answered the question when you say the question.
80 how long does it if you're doing 80 Ks an hour, how long does it do?
Okay, if you're doing 20 Ks an hour, how long does it take to do 20 Ks?
20 minutes?
If you're doing 1,000 kilometers an hour, how long does it take to do 1,000 kilometers?
1 hour.
Yeah, that's right. So if you're doing 80 kilometers an hour, how long does it take to do 80 kilometers? What are you kidding me?
80 hours.
80 hours. Oh man, this is getting worse. Just listen to the question.
I can't do it anymore.
Shit, it sounds like you're crying. Listen, alright, stop, settle.
I can't do it.
Okay, you ready? Listen to the question, alright? If you're doing
8 minutes.
no, if you're doing 80 kilometers in an hour, not 80 kilometers an hour is your speed. How long does it take to do 80 kilometers? Okay, I'll make it easier. Are you crying or what? No. Okay, you ready? Take a breath. Oh, this is even worse than the thing we're watching. Alright. Okay, you ready? Stop laughing. The battery's about to oh shit. Battery's making sure.
I can't do it.
Alright, I'll give you the answer. Do you want the answer? Okay, if you're doing 80 kilometers in an hour, 80 kilometers per hour. 80 kilometers per hour.
18.
What the hell? Really? I'm telling you the answer. You're doing 80 kilometers per hour.
18, yeah.
So your speedo says 80 kilometers per hour.
Yes.
So in 1 hour, you're going to do
80 kilometers.
yes. What the hell? Did you get it? So if you're doing 20 kilometers an hour, how long does it take to do 20 kilometers? Come on, baby, I know you got this one. Please.
20 kilometers.
How long does it take you to do the 20 kilometers?
I'm lost. I'm so
How are you lost?
I'm lost.
It takes an hour. What the hell?
What's the thing?
Does it take an hour, really?
Lost.
You okay? How's your head going? Alright, I'm gonna leave it here because your battery's gonna die. Do you get it?
No.
You don't get it.
No.
So if you're doing 20 k's an hour, you're obviously going slower than doing 80 k's an hour. So 20 k's an hour, you'll do 20
I'm
k's in an
not
hour.
thinking right now completely.
Alright, do you want to say goodbye?
No.
Huh?
Uh-huh.
Say goodbye.